Hello and welcome again to Verbling. I'm teacher Oakley, and for the next hour we're going to be looking at idioms that describe communication, that talk about communicating, good communication, or lack of communication. As usual, we'll be doing this idioms class by doing some fill-in-the-blank exercises. As we go along, students will take turns, and as always, as we do these exercises, I will attempt to explain related idioms, as well as how and when these idioms are normally used in English speaking. Also, as always, I urge students in the Verbling class to tell me about different maybe idioms in your language that serve the same purpose, or idioms that may be exactly the same as in English. This is always interesting and can help the learning process. Okay, welcome to the class, Saud. Hello, Saud.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you today?
Fine.
Great, thank you. Saud, may I ask that there's a little extra noise in the background there where you are. If you wouldn't mind muting your microphone when you're not speaking, that would be great. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right. Also, hello to Max. Hey, again.
Hi again.
Hi again. Hi, Max. And Nader has joined us. Hello, Nader. Welcome to the class. Hi. All right. Welcome back. Always a pleasure. Good to see you. You're writing again. Okay. Very good. No problem. We can work with that. And hello to Heidi. Hi, Heidi, again. Heidi, also texting. As a matter of fact, for anybody sending messages in this class, once again, Verbling chat is not loading, so we are going to use the group chat in the Google Hangout to message, or if I have some extra, so if you guys want to see spelling or to write extra information, I'll be using the Google group chat. So click on that blue square talk balloon in the upper left corner of your screen to access that. All right, I'm going to start off our idioms class today, which again is about communications, by doing an exercise to discover the definitions of some keywords, or the literal definitions, dictionary definitions of some keywords, which we will later in the lesson be using to form idioms. So hang on a second while I pull up a screen share, and we'll get started. Okay, we're going to look at literal meanings of these words in bold italics up above here. What I would like you to do, we're going to take turns. Students will read the sentence and fill in the blank with what they think to be the best answer. Now, again, we're looking at literal meanings. These are the dictionary definition meanings, first of all, so we can get a better idea of the background of the idiom. All right, so Saud, I'm going to start with you. Number one, can you read number one, please?
Sure. The back legs of animals are called their space legs.
No, not their space legs.
No, no. H-
Kidding.
Hand legs.
Hind legs. That's right. Very good. Their hind legs. Back legs are their hind legs, and their front legs are their fore legs. That's right. Four. That's not for the number, but for as in B4. Four legs. Okay. Very good. All right. That's correct. Okay. Number 2, Max.
If you want to listen to a particular radio station, you need to know the right wavelength. Wavelength.
Of course. Wavelength. Wavelength. It's a compound noun, Max. So it has that compound noun stress. High, low, baseball, wavelength.
Wavelength.
So that's it. Yeah. Very good. Yeah, you should know that one. Wavelength. Okay. Wavelength determines wavelength and frequency. Right? Right?
And maybe type of modulation.
And maybe type of modulation. Now you're talking over my head.
Okay.
Okay. Communication idioms. I happen to know that Max knows a great deal about radio and radio communication. So when I said he's talking over my head, he's talking about things I don't understand. So we're communicating and he's communicating, but I don't understand him. Silly me, but okay. So there you go. We've started on the idioms already.
It's like AM, FM, amplitude modulation, frequency modulation, and so on, something like that.
AM, FM. Okay, I see. All right. Okay. Great. Let me quickly say hello to Om and welcome to the class. Om.
Hello.
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 Hi. Welcome. We'll get to you in just a second. Let me. Okay, Nader, your turn. Nader. A blank is smaller than a tree, but larger than a plant. What is smaller than a tree, but larger than a plant? A refrigerator. No. Nader, are you there? No, I'm not sure, Nader, what's going on. So we'll skip you for now. Heidi, number 3.
Former president is smaller than a tree, but larger than a plant.
Very funny. Okay, that is former President Bush, of course. Okay, a bush is smaller than a tree, but larger than a plant, and just about the same intelligence. Ha ha! There you go. Back at you, Heidi. Thank you. A bush, of course, is more or less like a small tree. Okay, Om, number 4.
Okay. When hunting birds such as grouse or pheasant, people known as beaters beat
Yeah?
the ground and bushes to force the birds to fly up so that they can be shot.
Very good. Okay, very literal. And we know where we're going with this, or some of you do anyway. Beat around the bush. Sure. So that's where that comes from. We're going to get to that idiom, obviously. To beat around the bush is to talk around the problem but not come to the point. So not communicate directly. So this is where it comes from, anyway. It comes from the idea of hunting birds. All right, very good. Thank you. Number 5, Saad, back to you. Saad.
Yes, sir. Have been used to build houses for centuries. Hmm, bricks?
Sure, of course. Bricks have been used to build houses. Bricks are the small, reddish colored,
No.
right, reddish colored blocks used to make buildings. Absolutely, very good. Okay, Max, number 6. Oopsie, sorry about that. Wrong click. How did I do that? All right, well, just a second. Pull that back up for you. Okay, yes. Number 6. Max, please.
Another word for 12 is a dozen.
A dozen. Very good. And Max, do you know how many in a baker's dozen?
13.
Very good.
Yeah, plus 1.
Plus 1. So the baker can get fat. A baker's dozen. 1 for me. Very good. Was it in Russian, Max, or was it some other language where 13 is called the devil's dozen? I forget what language that was.
I'm not sure, maybe in Russian also.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely not sure. Nader, number 7. Grapes grow on a. What do grapes grow on? Grapevine. Well, of course. Obviously, grapes grow on a grapevine. All right. Vines are very long, rope-like plant growth. Are vines. Okay. Heidi, number 8. I did it again. Oops. Sorry about that. Having a little spasm there. Okay, Heidi, number 8.
An informal and direct word meaning mouth or talk with gap.
Gab. Yes, that's it. To gab. My neighbors gab all day. They just sit outside their house and gab all day. So, yeah, it's kind of a colloquial word, but it's used. This is used both British and American English. Gab. Okay, so those are some literal meanings. Now we've got a whole lot of different idioms. We're going to fill in the blank in these sentences with these idioms. Of course, some of the keywords you'll see in the idioms: brick, bush, okay, grapevine. Okay. Sometimes some of the possible answers, there may be more than one possible answer, and actually that's a good thing, and I will try to explain why and how that is so. But let's take a look. Om, you're up first.
Okay. This is but I think it's good to take.
The idea of this sentence is that it's a secret. Got a drink problem.
Drink problems. Okay.
So the idea is the speaker is trying to.
This is talking to a brick wall.
No. No. She's expressing the idea to the listener. You should keep this a secret. You have another guess?
I don't know.
No?
I don't have.
Let me throw it out to the class. Anybody have an idea?
Age just between you
Definitely.
and me.
Absolutely. This is just between you and me, but I think Karen's got a drink problem. I have to say that in American speaking, we would definitely say a drinking problem. She doesn't have a problem with soda, coffee, milk, and juice, which are all types of drinks. She has a problem with drinking. Somebody has a drinking problem. They have a problem with alcohol. Okay, so that looks a little odd to me, but as an American, we say a drinking problem. Okay, right. This is just between you and me. This is our secret. We may say equally. This is our secret. This is just between you and me. Or this goes no further. Here's another. There's different ways to say it. This goes no further. I don't want you to tell anyone else. Okay? We signal that we don't want the person to tell anyone else. Okay.
Or something. Please don't quote me on it.
Don't quote me on that. On it is a little bit different, actually, Max. You probably have seen this in American movies or television shows. Don't quote me on this, but it means I'm telling you, but don't make it public. You notice in these movies that they always say this to a reporter. Don't quote me on this, or also don't quote me on this can mean I'm not absolutely sure I'm correct. All right.
Okay.
So if I say don't quote me on this, but I think he said that he would be here tomorrow. It can be something as simple as that, meaning I'm not absolutely sure. For report, sometimes you may hear it said to a reporter, or for a reporter, oftentimes you might say off the record. Off the record, meaning don't make it public. Not really. We're not really saying keep it a secret, but just don't make it public. Don't publish it. Don't put it on the news. All right. Okay. Lots of ways to express the idea of don't tell anyone else. Okay. All right. Moving on. First, let me quickly greet Ken. Hey there, Ken.
Yes, hello, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. We are going to proceed now. Nidair, next one here. I wish you would get straight to the point, say what you think. I won't be upset. Just stop. Just stop beating about the bush. Again, Americans would say slightly different, same meaning, exactly the same use and purpose. Americans would say stop beating around the bush. Brits say beating about the bush. Okay. All right, well, I think this is a very good example. It explains it pretty well. Get straight to the point. So the person is not getting to the point. They're talking and talking, probably to avoid the point because they think that the person will be upset, as it says. Okay, pretty straightforward example, really. Heidi, how about number 3?
Number 3, honestly, I don't know how often I've told you not to leave the door open. It's like talking to a brick wall.
Yeah, very good. So like talking to a brick wall. It's pointless to, my communication with you goes completely unanswered. Heidi, do you know any other expressions you might use here? I can think of another one that's very familiar to me.
I'm sure, but I'm always said by my sister.
For your sister? Yeah. Well, actually, that's a very good point. In reality, it's like talking to a brick wall, or here's another very similar, used in the same way. It just goes in one ear and out the other. Everything I tell you just goes in one ear and out the other. Meaning,
Because I don't care about other people, so however they say something.
yeah. You just don't listen.
Yeah.
Right. Now, actually, Heidi brings up a very good point. This gets used in communication with her sister. Great. Well, these phrases, it's like talking to a brick wall. Would be quite insulting if you said it to a stranger, which so you might if you wanted to really insult them. But it would be very normal to say to your family or your wife or husband or your best friend or something like that. Yeah, it would be very normal. I heard it just goes, everything I tell you goes in one ear and out the other. I heard that from my mother countless times, actually. Okay, Nader brings up another related idiom which could be used here, but not really. It's not exactly the same idea. Beating a dead horse. We specifically use talking to a brick wall or everything I say goes in one ear and out the other to mean the person's not listening. Beating a dead horse is used much more widely. It could be used here, so you're not entirely wrong. Useless efforts, exactly. It may be some other completely a different situation. Not just talking to somebody, but doing some other action that you're doing to no purpose. I don't know. Okay, I continually help my neighbors unclog the sewers outside in our street, but it's like beating a dead horse. That doesn't. It's useless to continue because the people up the street from me just keeps throwing their garbage into the sewer. It's ridiculous. It's a complete waste of my time. Okay, moving on. Your turn. Number 4, please. This is in a form of a
Okay.
dialogue. Yeah.
How do you know that the head of the Paris office is leaving the company? Oh, I heard it on the grapevine.
Grape.
Grapevine.
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 That's it. Grapevine. Now you got it.
Grapevine.
I heard it on the grapevine, or I heard it through the grapevine. Probably more common for Americans. Heard it on the grapevine, or I heard it through the grapevine. The meaning is what? The meaning is that I'm not going to tell you where I heard it. Oh, I just heard it. I heard it from some people. Now, the speaker uses this, I heard it through the grapevine, for 2 possible reasons. Possibly, they honestly can't remember where they heard this piece of gossip or this piece of news, or they don't want to tell the first speaker where they heard it. It could be either reason. Another very similar idiom are used in the same way, same purpose or purposes, but more specifically, I don't want to tell you where I heard this information. Who told you that? I might say, a little bird told me. Or I often use, now this particular version, why is it, okay, a little bird told me, is often used as an introduction. A little bird told me that you got a promotion. Okay, It could be good or bad. A little bird told me that you got fired. It could the news you heard, the piece of information could be good or bad. Max, what's this? Like a pea bouncing off the wall.
It's like to talking to a brick wall.
Ah, okay, like that one. Okay.
Yeah.
How did I get way down here? All right. Okay, like talking to like a pea bouncing off the wall. Okay.
Very strange, yes.
I get it. Yeah, but I get it. Right. I just laughing. I'm picturing it. Yeah, kind of futile, trying to get through a brick wall with a pea. Yeah, that's makes the point. Okay, a little bird told me. The sparrow told me. Okay, a little bird told me, or I heard it on the grapevine. Okay, very good. Ken, how about number 5?
Okay. If you've got a problem, then it is always best to talk to someone about it. Breathe a word of this as soon as possible.
Yeah, no.
No.
No, definitely
Talking 19 to 1000.
no. No.
Get it off your chest.
There you go. All right. If you've got a problem, it helps to relieve stress to talk about it. That's the idea. Okay. If I see somebody I know pretty well, it has to be somebody I would know well, a relative, a coworker, a friend. Hey, I might say to them, so it looks like something's bothering you. Do you want to talk about something? You want to get something off your chest? I could ask them because it seems they have a problem. Or I could approach someone and say, I have to get this off my chest. I just have to tell you, I was very upset by what you said in the meeting yesterday. It's been bothering me ever since the meeting yesterday, and I have to get this off my chest. Okay, talk about something that's bothering you, and again, we can use it to ask someone if they want to talk, or to tell someone I have to tell you something that's bothering me. It can be either way, to initiate a conversation. Either way, it's really initiating a conversation. But anyway, that's the idea. Okay. Another way we say that, I have to get something off my chest, if it's, okay, now this is interesting, slight difference. In my example, I'm telling someone I have to get this off my chest, I have to tell you I didn't like what you did yesterday. Another kind of expression I might use, I might ask someone, do you mind if I vent? I need to vent. May I vent? Now that means I want to talk about something not related to you. In fact, maybe the more unrelated to the person, the more likely you are to use this. I wanted to complain about something that has nothing to do with you. I may be angry about something at work, and my wife, I come home and my wife is just talking about her day and talking, and I might say, "Hun, can I just vent for a moment? Can you just listen to me for a minute?" So I just have to get this out. So if you need to vent, you need to talk about your problems so you can feel better, basically. All right. Back around. Saud, number 6, please.
If Frank disagrees with you about something, he just doesn't stop. Once he starts, you talking 19 to the dozen.
No. Not exactly. Yeah, somebody, you can't get them to shut up. They really don't even give a pause for breath. You cannot actually say anything because they just keep speaking. They don't stop speaking. They keep talking and talking, and they never stop, and they keep going like this for about 20 to 30 minutes.
Talk
You,
the hind legs of a donkey.
yeah, yeah, okay. Well, similar. There's one that is a little better. Literally, there's no pause, so you can't get a word in edgewise. Okay? You can't even slip in a word. You can't say uh-huh. You don't. He's actually talking so fast and so continuously without a pause, you can actually slip in a word. Like literally. You can't get a word in edgewise, and this is actually a very at least for Americans, this is very common. I couldn't get a word in edgewise. She wouldn't shut up. It was ridiculous. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see the other ones. They are kind of similar. All right. Let's move on. Number 6, Max. Sorry, we did 6, didn't
7.
we?
Okay.
7. I'm sorry, 7. Yeah.
If you decide to apply for the job in Hong Kong, let me know. I know one of the directors out there, so I can to put in a good word for you.
Yeah, I can put in a good word for you. Yeah, I can recommend you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think it's quite straightforward.
It is, actually. Right.
Yeah, back to a little bird and sparrow. In Russian,
Yeah.
in Russian we say, I forget the name this bird. Magpie.
Magpie.
Yeah, a magpie brought on his tail, on her tail.
Brought what? Brought news on its tail, or something like that?
Yeah, something news or maybe some secret information.
Okay. All right. A magpie. Interesting. Okay. All right. So yeah, again, pretty straightforward. Put in a good word for you. That could be to recommend you to sell something, to recommend you for a job, to recommend you as a possible boyfriend or husband or wife or girlfriend, whatever. Any possible way you might recommend somebody, we could use this phrase. I'll put in a good word for you. Okay. Moving on. Nader, you know when Fiona's excited about something because she starts... Nader? It could be. JJ. Could be, but I think there's one that actually fits grammatically very well here. Okay, it doesn't quite fit the sentence structure. There's 3 that are very related here. Can't get a word in edgewise, talk the hind legs off a donkey, or talking 19 to the dozen. But there's a way we phrase it. Okay. If you remember back in number 6, once he starts, you can't get a word in edgewise. The whole sentence is very common. Once he gets started, you can't get a word in edgewise. He talks so fast, you can't get a word in edgewise. Something like that. Now, this one, Fiona's excited. She's going to be fast talking. She starts talking. She starts talking 19 to the dozen. Actually, you know what? As an American, I've never heard that before. It's very British. As an American, we say talking a mile a minute. He starts talking a mile a minute. All right, starts talking a mile a minute, starts talking 19 to the dozen. So it's almost, starts is almost part of the idiom. It's just the normal way we say it. So it's a little better fit. Even though these three idioms are, they all basically the same meaning. Talking a lot, talking fast. Okay, anyway, moving on, number 9, Heidi. Number 9.
Whatever you do, don't get into conversation with old Mr. Murray. He can breathe a word of this.
No.
He can get it off of your chest or put in a good word for you. Only that.
No. We've already used all of those. No, it's the idea is that he talks a lot, so can't get a word in edgewise. Really?
Then took the hind legs of the donkey.
That's it. Okay, what is the difference? You can't get a word edgewise. That means they're talking like this, and they don't even actually breathe. So you can't even actually. They don't ever give you an opportunity to speak, and you can't actually reply because they keep talking. There's no pauses in between their talking. If they're talking 19 to the dozen, they're talking fast, and you can't even understand what they're saying. The birds. Okay.
But talk that behind the leg of the donkey means not fast, speak.
Right.
Very long.
That's it.
Not
Bingo.
Stop, but
bullseye.
The meaning things.
That's it.
Not important things.
That's it. That's it exactly.
Yesterday I went to the supermarket. There are many things like that, and not important things, and not so fast.
That's it exactly. That's it exactly. If you could talk the hind legs off a donkey, and actually in American parlance, you may hear talk the ears off a donkey. Donkeys have long ears. Yeah, that's exactly the idea. Once they won't let you go. Oh, and one more thing I have to tell you. Oh, and another thing you should know. They won't let you escape. There's no escaping. 3 hours later, you'll be talking to them still. Okay. Very good. That's it. Kind of related, or at least talk the ears off a donkey. If I say, Heidi, what does it mean if I say, let me bend your ear?
Mm-hmm.
Let me bend your ear a little, often with a little.
Bend your ear, I don't know.
Gosh darn it. Let me bend your ear a little. Okay. Yeah, go ahead,
Sorry.
Mac. No problem.
We say to sit on the ear.
Sit on your ear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I ask you to bend your ear a little, it means it's not that I'm not asking you to. I need to tell you something, real quick, right now. I'm telling you, I want to take a lot of your time. Let me bend your ear a little. It means you might as well get ready to sit here for an hour. I have something that's going to take a while. So, kind of related to the talking the ears off a donkey. But we use it as a request. I might say, don't get into a conversation with old Mr. Murray. He can bend your ear for an hour, or for 3 hours, something like that. He can sit on your ear. I like that.
Yeah, and another, something like, what are they doing? Nothing. Mr. Smith just found 3 years. 3 years. Some kind of found 3 years.
Okay. Right, I see. He just found 3 years. Oh, okay. So he has found somebody to talk to, right? Okay. All right. Very good. Number 10.
Okay. Please don't.
Something. Ooh, very similar to one you had earlier.
Okay, I want. Please don't breathe a word of this.
That's it. Please don't breathe a word of this.
But I have just applied for a new job.
Okay. All right. But I've just applied for a new job. Okay, please don't breathe a word of this. Again, just like earlier. What's the one you had earlier? Just between you and me. All right. Please don't breathe a word of this. Very common. Okay. Here's another crazy one. Between you and me and the fence post. Okay? This is just between you and me and the fence post. Again, meaning I'm telling you a secret.
What does it mean, teacher? Fine boss.
Fence post? Fence post is just a thick log stuck into the ground to hold up a fence. It's a post for a fence. A fence you use to divide between two properties, or maybe to hold your goats inside, something like that. To hold in animals, or to divide properties. A fence. So just if it's between you and me and the fence post obviously is not going to tell anyone. In fact, kind of related, we can also say dumb as a post, meaning a post doesn't talk. Yeah, he doesn't speak.
But I think I couldn't use and in one sentence twice time.
You and me and the fence post. Well,
Yeah.
and the, it should be and the fence post. I forgot the. Normally you would be correct, and that's not necessarily true. Dick and Jane ran and jumped through the field. That's perfectly okay. I can use it to connect to subjects. I can use it to connect to verbs. I can use it more than once in a sentence. If I'm connecting all similar ideas, then I can't use it twice. Dick, Jane, and Alice ran, jumped, and frolicked through the field. Okay, see the difference? I can't continue to use it for the same ideas. So this, on the other hand, this is idiomatic, actually very colloquial, in fact. And when it comes to idioms, Saad, frankly, sometimes you can just forget about grammar rules, because idioms and expressions are so old. Sometimes grammar rules have changed, and sometimes it's just very colloquial, and that's just the way they say it in a certain area. This one I'm sharing with you, this is just between you and me and the fence post. I doubt any British person would even know what I'm talking about. I seriously doubt an American from the South or from the West would understand this either. This is a very New England. It's colloquial. It's in an area. So sometimes with these kinds of expressions, we just, oh well, never mind, forget about grammar. Either because they're very old or they're very localized. Okay. Anyway, moving on, we've got a whole nother group of completely different idioms with more of those words from the first part of the lesson. Ken, can you? This is in the form of a dialogue, so one person may say one thing, and the next person would reply.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. So, Ken, you and Sharon seem to get on very well together.
Yes, We seems to be blank with have a quick on the same. We seems to be on the same wavelength,
Very good.
same vibe, maybe.
Well, that's interesting. Same vibe. Okay, that is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have to talk about three things now. You forced my hand. if you're on the same wavelength, you seem to be able to communicate very easily together without having to talk that much.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you understand each other very quickly and easily.
Mm-hmm.
If now vibe, this is interesting. If they have the same vibe, it means the feeling you give others. So
I see.
you and Sharon give me the same vibe. It has the same vibe, and we can use that for a person, or we can use that for a place. I don't like the vibe in that nightclub.
Mm-hmm.
Just the feeling it gives me doesn't. Vibe is more like a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bad vibes, man. That guy gives me bad vibes. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Like feelings. Now, there's another very closely related thing, which would be we're on the same page. You may have heard this expression. On the same page is used for a very specific thing. We're thinking the same thing. We're in full understanding about something very specific. Okay, we're trying to figure out what we're going to do with the money. Well, I'd like to travel. Well, I was thinking travel too. I was thinking somewhere warm with beaches. So was I. We're on the same page. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
a specific thing. So yeah. Oh well. Can be both on the same wavelength. Well, on the same page can definitely be used in business. Definitely, that's true. Absolutely. Yep, we're getting that in business. It's more like to say, "Oh, we're very close to a deal. We're getting really close. We're on the same page. Let's just tighten up a couple details." It's often used like that. All right, right. Okay, Saad, back to you.
Yes, sir.
I think Rob likes the sound of his own voice. He just never stops talking.
Okay. Yes, he does. Uh, keep you posted.
That's funny. That would be very funny, actually, Saad. And it would
Okay.
fit. It would actually fit. But it would be fun. He likes to keep you posted, doesn't he? Meaning the intimation that would infer that he tells you about everything that happens to him. Like the crazy people that post what they had for breakfast in Twitter. I don't need to know that. I don't care. As long as they keep you posted. So that actually does fit. But I think there's another answer they're looking for in this exercise.
Okay.
He does. Has to be a verb.
Get the message.
No.
Okay.
He does talk a lot, is the meaning. He does talk a lot.
Talk a lot.
Yeah.
Straight. Oh, go on. Go on
Yeah,
a
here.
bit.
He does go on a bit. Yeah. He does, sometimes without even the last part. Very often, he does go on. God, she goes on. She can go on for hours. Just that go on usually means talk. Talk a lot. He does go on a bit. All right. He talks a lot. That's the idea. Okay, Max, over to you. Oh, come in, Max. I've had an idea. I'll something. Oh, okay. Oh, anyway, you can
I
do this one.
want you
Yeah.
to go to Australia and sort out our distribution problems there. I'll... Uh,
The idea.
I don't know.
The idea is the speaker is not going to beat around the bush.
Okay. Have a
Opposite.
quick word with you. Get the message. Get straight to the point.
There you go. Get straight to the point. Instead of, the opposite is beat around the bush. If you get straight to the point, that is exactly the opposite. Okay.
Okay.
I have a quick word with you. It just means I want to talk to you quickly, as opposed to I want to bend your. Can I bend your ear? I want to talk to you a long time. Can I have a quick word with you? Very fast. Usually, this idiom is used like that in a question. May I have a quick word with you? Like that. Okay. Next one. Number 4. Another dialogue style. Nader, if I said, Tom is easily the most successful salesman in the company. How does he do it? You might reply, he's got something. He knows how to talk to potential customers. He could sell nutcrackers to monkeys. All right, he's got the gift of gab, indeed. Gift of gab, supposedly, I don't know if you know this, this is supposed to be an Irish thing. Supposedly, all Irishmen have the gift of gab. They can talk and talk and talk in an amusing way that amuses the people they're with and puts them at ease and comforts them, makes them feel comfortable. If you have the gift of gab, you're good at talking to people. You're good at interpersonal relationships. He could sell nutcrackers to monkeys. He could sell ice to Eskimos. All right. Another couple of idioms right there.
Yeah, the same.
Yeah.
But not ice. We say umbrella
Ice.
to Eskimos.
Umbrellas. Umbrellas to Eskimos. Oh, that's a good one. I like that even better. Okay. Nutcrackers to monkeys. Actually, that's a new one for me. I don't. I think monkeys would like nutcrackers. I don't understand that one. Anyway. Okay, moving on. Ken. Morning, Ken.
Yeah, morning, agree. Can can I have a quick word with you in my office?
There you go. Now, okay. Now, that's exactly how it's used. Very simple. However, when your boss says that to you first thing in the morning, probably you're going to start sweating, and your heart's going to start pumping. Oh no, what's wrong? What did I do? Am I fired? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's it right there. Saad, number 6.
I don't understand why Tom and Mary are ignoring us. Do you? That they don't like us anymore.
Okay.
Do you get straight to the point? Or do you get the message?
There you go. Very good.
Yeah.
Do you get the message? I would use this something similar. Do you get the idea? I actually, speaking to my friends, I use this expression all the time. Do you get the idea? He's trying to tell me something. Do you get the idea? He doesn't want to do it. Okay, this is. Do you get the message? Actually, maybe it's a little different. It's the same, get the idea, get the message, but maybe a little different for Americans. We would use get the idea in this circumstance, and it fits beautifully. You get the idea they don't like us anymore, but get the message, Americans use in a kind of hostile way. Like a salesman comes to my door and I say, no, thank you. I'm sorry, I'm busy. No, you could come back later. And the salesman's still there, and I might say, get the hell off my porch. Do you get the message? Okay. As in very sarcastic and are you stupid? Do you not understand what I'm telling you? Okay. In a very aggressive way. So that's
Point taken. Thank you.
Okay, very aggressive. Yeah, all right. Okay, let's see if we can finish up the last 3 or 4 minutes here. Okay, Max. Okay, sorry, number 7. Oh, we're almost done. Okay.
Again me. And
Yeah.
if there is any change in team's condition, you will phone me, won't you? Yes, of course, we'll keep you posted.
We'll keep you posted. All right, we'll keep you updated. We'll keep you posted. We'll tell you any of the new news immediately. Absolutely, right. Pretty straightforward. Keep you posted. This is very common in all aspects of life, but also in business. Okay, all right. Let me know what happens. Yes, I'll keep you posted. Don't worry. Keep you in the loop. Okay, very much related. If someone's going to keep you in the loop, they'll keep you in. They'll keep you posted, but they'll a bunch of people, a group of people that are concerned with something, like a business deal, will keep you in the loop. We'll tell Mark. Mark will tell you. Mark, you will tell Mary, and Mary. So there's a loop of people. Yeah. So conversely, if you say you're out of the loop, you're not getting in information everyone else is getting. So if you've ever experienced that at work, I don't know why, but somehow I'm out of the loop. I don't know what's going on. Nobody told me about the new project. Somehow I'm out of the loop, meaning the loop of information. Yeah, that's a good one.
Excuse me. I think
Sure.
that phrase it's very famous in emailing for the group when you said keep someone in the loop or keep your boss in the loop. Is it?
Yeah, it's very common. Absolutely. Sure. We'll keep you in the loop. It's very common to use as a kind of goodbye, especially in business. All right, it was very nice talking to you, and great meeting, and we'll keep you in the loop. We'll keep you posted about anything new that comes on. Sure, it's very common. Okay. Nidair, last one here. I don't believe it. Mark, getting married? Who told you that? And you might reply, I got it. I got it where? Da, da, da. The answer is, I got it straight from the horse's mouth. All right, the meaning here, if you get it straight from the horse's mouth, who did he talk to? He talked to Mark. All right, I got it straight from the horse's mouth. He said he's met someone and they're planning to get married in June. Here is Mark. So if you get something direct from the horse's mouth or straight from the horse's mouth, you get it absolutely directly from the source. Okay, today, lots of idioms today. Mark is a horse. Very funny, Ken. Yes, that's right. We know him as Mark the horse. Okay, Thanks a lot, guys. Lots of idioms today. Hope you can remember some of them. They are very useful and practical and normal idioms. But I am out of time, so thanks, gentlemen, for your time. We'll see you again real soon.
Thank you.